Hey, 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 hey. What's good people? It's your girl KB. You know what I do and you know why I do it. It is Friday, November 21st, and it is 2:29 in the AM. Ooh, it's been a minute since I started recording at 2:30. I usually come into my place of work and, I prepare my palette for the day, if you will. And I usually just kind of jump into things sporadically and TCB. Thank you very much. For those of you who are too young to know, that's an Elvis reference to his favorite saying. Thank you very much. Let me just recap some stuff that I heard and saw yesterday. This might take a minute. Yesterday, I happened across a video of Rachel Maddow breaking down in tears on the air, trying to report her story. And she just had to sign off because she couldn't put the sentence together with her disgust, upset, and frustration. And so, I've been trained now to look to see if certain things are AI and to verify certain things, because I'm sick of folks on the internet seeming to only fact check me. It happens to a couple of my family members as well who are very outspoken. I'm not going to say that word that I usually say. Anywho, but getting back to the story, I looked to verify the story, and it is true. Now, the date was off, but I guess it's time to repost it since we know the Epstein files are going to be redacted to the nth degree. First story being that the U.S., America, and so, I can hear Hank Hill's voice, the cartoon voice. This is America. Once upon a time, this country privatized prisons, which is big business, especially in the state of California. People don't talk about it, but it is what it is. Now, ask anybody who's done some jail time, and you mention the name Bob Barker, not the TV host, but you mention that name, and that particular individual has capitalized on the private prison system to the nth degree. That person basically owns the rights to commissary toiletry articles and prison uniforms. Yeah, so look that up. But they privatized something, and I'm right there with Rachel Maddow in my disgust, and I do want to cry about it. It's a sad statement on our society, and I'm going to say our society because some people are fighting to keep this going. There's a sickness that we allow, and we wrap it up in, fundamentalism and Christianity, which is even more sick. You stop lying on God, bottom line. We've privatized kinder prisons. Those kids that we separated from their parents? So they go to foster homes, which are privately owned, which basically means they get to set their own rules, which basically means, we talk about child abductions and trafficking. these little foster homes are a pipeline to trafficking, bottom line. But nobody wants to look at that in America. Now, the second story I heard, the incident happened again way back when, but I guess now it's time to flush after the Epstein files have been voted to be released. This person who was deemed an alleged Trump advisor, who was in ministry, pled guilty to, I want to say, as the old folks used to say, messing with a baby. And you know what this rotten so-and-so got as jail time? 6 months. 6 months of actual jail time. Oh, but it's great to be the king. Now, the other thing that I heard, and I heard that this morning, while we were focusing on the Epstein trials, and I say we because I was really focusing on, how this is going to play out. Basically, I was future tripping and putting things together. The Department of Education, and I won't say the banking industry plays a part in it, has basically removed certain degrees from loan forgiveness and all that good stuff in order to silence a few folks. And, this includes professionals with the degrees that were deemed professionals, like physician assistant, CNAs, MFTs, LCSWs, social workers and therapists. Those degrees. And the reason that they did it, excuse me, was because these are primarily degrees sought by women. Because, as you know, women have a place. Yeah, and it's that arcane or archaic, I don't know which applies, trope that, barefoot, pregnant, and in the kitchen. Meanwhile, you starve to death because this economy does require 2 incomes. But that's neither here nor there, because you want to be the MRS. That degree is still accepted. But I digress. These degrees were undermined. 1, because they're primarily degrees sought by women. And 2, now here's the kicker. Maybe I should reverse the order, of priority. This should be number 1. The professions that I just mentioned are mandated reporters. Oh, there's a sickness. And we need to, with the same zeal and fervor that people, how do I put this? Homosexual hunt. Want to expose and out. We need to do that with people who mess with babies. And I said it and I mean it. When does a child start looking attractive to you? It's sickness. That's sickness. What level of conversation? What do you have in common? I'm just going to put that out there and then I'm going to leave it alone. How about that? You think about where you land on the spectrum of things.